Hey guys, what's up? It's Monday, and we have one more day after today for early voting. And I wanted to show you guys something that is very interesting. Um, I'm letting you guys know that we can win. We do not have to just think the establishment, the left, and the rich people have this race because of all their endorsements. We can still win. Let me show you why. So, this is Tarrant County's elections live results right now, and it's showing how many people have actually voted in Tarrant County overall. If you take a look at the turnout percentage, it's only 4.71%. If we can get everyone in Arlington, Texas, who wants their constitutional rights to be defended, they want a true conservative to run the city and looks out for the people and not just entertainment district, you're going to go with Doni Anthony. Look at this. Only 55,000 ballots have been cast, and that's just in Tarrant County. That's not Arlington, Texas. That's Tarrant County. Arlington, Texas is just one city. So imagine what the numbers are right now in Arlington, Texas. We can get everybody who supported Trump, his values, who wants deregulations, to come out and vote for Doni Anthony. We have an opportunity to win this election. Tarrant County has 1.1 million registered voters, and only 55,000 have voted already. So you guys, we have a chance to win this. You got to tell everyone you know in Arlington, Texas, who wants their constitutional rights defended, who wants someone who will put the people above the establishment and the people that have to pay back. You pick Doni Anthony for that. We had a fantastic event yesterday. It was so much fun. We had a lot of great speakers who came out of state and out of the town to come here and support me. And you guys, this is really sad. Looking at this chart here is really sad, and it's kind of very disappointing. But what it does say is that we have a chance. There are 7 people who are running for mayor of Arlington, Texas. This vote can be divided and go anyway. And if more of you guys come out and vote for Doni Anthony, we got this. We have this. And if you don't know me already and you're just now seeing this live, I'll take you to my website so you can take a look at what I've done. When I preach stuff on this campaign trail, I do it, and I actually do what I say I'm going to do, even while I'm campaigning. I want to reach out to the community. I want to know what you guys are thinking. I have a questionnaire. How many other candidates have questionnaires on their website? I'm asking you, regardless if I agree with you or not. These are questions because I'm asking, because I'm reaching out to the community. I want to know where you guys stand. Whenever I have events, they pop up here. So I don't have any upcoming events right at the moment. We just had one yesterday. Also, too, if you want to see my media, I've done a lot of interviews. People ask me questions all the time. I have so much information about where I stand on my campaign. I have all these different interviews I've gone on with people. My articles I've been on. I have a lot of information out here about what I stand on and what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do. And there's people like Pat Gray, other people like Matt Couch. All these people are out here helping me because they've seen me and watched me do what I've been doing for quite some time. I've been out there campaigning for other candidates. I co-lead 2 different conservative groups. And me doing this stuff is not just because I'm running for office. I was already doing it. I just needed to place myself in position to make those decisions and actually represent the people and protect our rights. And I've run into people, I'll give them my stuff, like, how do I go vote? When you first come to my website, let me go back to the very beginning again. It tells you right here what you need to do to go vote as soon as you get here. All right? We got this. The vote, they expect us to have a low voter turnout. That's what they expect, so they can win. If West Patriots come out and vote in the thousands and thousands and thousands, we can win. Now, hey, Matt, I wish you the best, Donnie. If I were in Arlington, I would sure vote for you. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Richard, I sincerely pray you win. And I'm praying too. And I think it'll be one of the best things for Arlington, Texas, if Doni Anthony is the mayor of Arlington, Texas. And if you guys know anyone in Arlington, Texas, make sure you guys give them my website, my content. Let them know that I've been doing this for more than just this election. I've been out doing this for quite some time, fighting for our rights. If you guys look at our primary voting history, let me see if I can pull that up for you, actually, by the way. Hold on. Tarrant. There we go. You can look at our voter history, and you can see where people tend to line up. No, thank you. Here we go. Candidate information. Here we go. We're going to take a look at the primary voting history of the candidates who are running for mayor. There's a lot of information here, but let me find Arlington's. Here's Arlington. Can I make this bigger? I'll take my face off the screen so you guys can see it. Hold on. That still looks kind of tiny. Let me zoom this in for you guys. Possibly. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm not for sure why I might see my zoom option on the screen to make this, there we go, bigger. Okay. Let's see if y'all can see this better now. Maybe it's too big. Okay, here we go. Now, I had never voted in a primary before. I was been upfront and honest about that. I've even talked about this on Twitter. I had said, like, hey, I never voted in primaries, but I see why they're so important now, and I plan on primarying a lot of people out, rhinos and people who actually didn't represent us, those who did not fight for voter integrity this last run around, and other people's voting history is here. We're telling you guys such and such votes Democrat, and, you know, I want to show you the evidence of how this is. I just, y'all can easily find yourself. I went to the Tarrant County GOP's website and then pulled it up. Now let's see where the mayor people are at. Nope, let's go down. Down. Maybe. Here we go. Arlington, Mayor Arlington. Here we have Jim Ross Robert running for mayor. 2 out of 6 last primaries, he voted Democrat. Michael Glapsey actually voted 2 out of the last Republican primaries. Dwayne Washington, 2 of the last 6 Democrat primaries. Kelly Burke and I have no, and CJ don't have any primary voting history. And people say that may hurt me that I haven't voted in primaries so people can see where I lean. But if you look at my stuff, I've actually never voted for a Democrat. I've never voted for a Democrat. And I never plan on voting for a Democrat, especially how I'm seeing that party moving so far left. So, and I'm missing somebody because there we go. We got Marvin Sutton. Where's Marvin Sutton? I've missed Marvin Sutton. I'm quite sure there he is. He voted 6 out of the last 6 Democrat primaries. Okay, so that's information right there. You guys can find that at the Tarrant County GOP website. You can see. If you want to find me on social media, I am heavy on Twitter. I'm also on Gab. I'm pro freedom of speech, so I really heavily support Gab. I use Gab a lot. So on this is my Doni the Dawn page. This is the first platform I started using. You go through here and you see how I have reacted to almost anything that's happened in current events since 2019. And you'll see that I am the most conservative candidate running for office here. And then on Gab, same with Gab. You can go on Gab and see where I've been leaning like I said, my website has a bunch of information on it. You'll see where I've been leaning. And I've used this website very heavy because, like I said, I believe in freedom of speech. I don't even know if any of the other candidates have a Gab account. But honestly, the people on Gab have been very supportive. This is from an event from last night. And honestly, there are people who were at my event last night who came from Gab.com. That is so cool. Like, hey, how did you about the event? A couple said they came from Gab. Another lady said she came from Gab and she brought her friends with her. So I use Gab on a regular basis, about as much as I use Twitter. So, and my Facebook account is Doni for Mayor. Well, you're already looking at my Facebook account probably. But just in case you're looking at another platform, because I'm streaming this on multiple platforms. Let's go to my page. There you go. Come on, Spectrum. We can do it. Let's go. There's my page for Doni for Mayor. So when Facebook was censoring heavy, every time I posted anything, they would put some kind of message on it, or they remove my post completely. So I got off Facebook. I only got back on Facebook because I was running for office and I needed to reach more people. And you can see all the different things that I've been up to. There's more pictures of our event from last night. These are all the people who are speakers who came out and supported me. It was a really good time. And I plan on doing some more things before the election on May 1st. But this was a really great time. It's a great time to, run for office and run for mayor, because my thing is we need people who are actually going to stand up for our constitutional rights, because especially during COVID, our rights were trampled on. They were scraped. The people just went along with it. We're okay with the government and the media telling us what to do. With me as the mayor of Arlington, Texas, I want the truth, transparency. I will not be allowing the media to control our city and our residents. The residents are the ones who are going to have the power. And I'll be defending our constitutional rights. All right, you guys? I wanted to show you those things because, I wanted to show you those things, and I want you guys to really see what you're looking at and the truth. Because you tell people, hey, I just don't believe you because they have all these different endorsements, and I don't know where to think or lean. And I want to show you guys so you can see it for yourself. Like, I don't go and try to find dirt and dig up things on my opponents. I'll watch your interviews. I'll watch and see what you stand for. And if what you stand for isn't the people, and I don't hear you guys talk about the Constitution until you hear me talk about the Constitution. You want to talk about it being unconstitutional with what the government did with the shutdowns until I say something. I'm thinking you're following the real leader here. Okay? So let me see here. I'm going to see if I posted this on here. If not, let me do this. I'm going to stop sharing this for now. And I'm gonna show it to you guys. I have a few minutes before I have to go back out. Let me see. My inboxes. When we have people telling you things, we're not gonna be telling you fibs. I'm gonna show you the proof and evidence of stuff, so you guys know. Here we go. Let's get this a full screen version.
Who I believe in.
Stop. Full screen. Okay. So this guy I'm about to show you, he's getting all these endorsements. After the Black Lives Matter thing and the Back the Blue, when someone's getting all these police endorsements, you're going to assume they're probably conservative. You're going to assume that that's the right person to go for. You got to stop letting these endorsements just make decisions for you. Okay, gotcha. And let me show you who all these conservatives and Trump supporters are voting for. And you have people who are Republicans and conservatives who are telling people to vote for this guy when he's a liberal. I just showed you his voting history. I'm about to show you that he didn't support Trump. And then why would you do that? You gonna pick a liberal over conservatives? Why? That doesn't make sense. Here we go. Let's roll the clip. Maybe. I have Spectrum, you guys. Wow. This is really taking forever. Let's see. And I'm going to get to the winter storm thing as well. While I'm looking for this, if I'm trying to figure out why this one isn't playing, while I'm looking for that, and you got to think about too, who was on council during the winter storms? What did they do? And why are we voting for people who didn't clear our roads? We were just closed for like almost a year because of COVID, and then the roads weren't cleared, and the businesses were shut down again. So my thing is too, if you're going to be on council, where's the prevention program? Where's the prevention? Because if you're going to have someone running for a mayor position who's just on council, and there was a plan to clear the roads, and apparently the Cowboys were going to let people use their stadium, but the council did not do anything about it. So when people are taking pictures and said, I did this, I did that, and it's a photo op, what did you actually do? Because you're still responsible. If I become mayor of Arlington, Texas, this happens, I'm responsible too. So you can't just give someone a pass because, oh, they helped 2 or 3 people. Well, what about the whole city? And for some reason, this one does not want to play, but I will find the video for you guys. There's a few things in this interview that I want to show you while I'm at it. It's kind of frustrating because I think I need to get somebody else besides Spectrum, because this has been an issue more than once. Okay. It was just trying to play before I did this. Hold on. For some reason, they wouldn't want me y'all to see this video. Let's. Wow. So this is not fortunate, but I'm gonna go ahead and repost this video again. I've already posted it before, and I'm not for sure why it does not want to play now. Let me do this. Refresh. Okay. Let me stop sharing my screen so y'all aren't reading my messages. Just me.
Mr. Trump. I haven't supported him.
Wait a minute, hold on.
There
you
we
look
go.
like a Trump supporter. If I'm going to be judgmental, that's in America, a lot of people judgmental against black folk. So
Let me start it over. Now, here we go.
I support those who I believe in. I haven't believed in Mr. Trump. I haven't supported him.
Wait a minute, hold on. You look like a Trump supporter. If I'm going to be judgmental, that's in America, a lot of people judgmental against black folk. So I thought I judged you wrong there, right?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm dealing with a stigma right now in this election that I am the 60-year-old white man in a race with 4 African-American candidates. I must be the establishment candidate.
Okay. There. It's out there. So, let me do this. That last part he just said. This is before I joined the race. There are now 5 black people running. Why did you need to announce it? At the time, he was the only white candidate running. Why did you need to have announced it that you're the old white man running against for black people? Why did you feel like you need to point that out? I think it's pretty obvious if you take a look at the people, what their faces look like. And why is that a stigma? Why is that something you have to deal with? That's really strange rhetoric to use. I don't hear conservatives or Republicans talk like that about them being the old white guy. That kind of reminds me what Joe Biden would say, stuff like that. It's just really awfully strange that seems to be something you have to bring up. Thank you, Roy. Yes, this bandwidth. No, Spectrum did not endorse me. This is the service I'm using. Hey, I miss you on Twitter too. Everyone needs to go vote for Doni. She loves this country. I do love this country. When I was really young, I used to think about how blessed I was to be born here. Like I wasn't born in China where they were killing kids, little girls, if they weren't born the right gender. I wasn't born in a country where my face had to be covered up and only my eyeballs can be shown because I'm a woman. And then now we frown upon those things and we criticize those things. But now we're okay with yelling at people in the store for not wearing a mask. Businesses saying you have to wear a mask or you can't shop there. Or the government shutting down and mandating and telling you have to wear a mask. So those are none of the principles I stand for. And I feel like the government's been overreached for a long time. But this last year was just ridiculous. And then it's messed up. And then I didn't see anybody when I was running for mayor bring up these issues or talk about these issues at all. And I'm running because someone needs to do it. We need someone, they say, why don't you run for council? I mean, I'm running for mayor because that's what I chose to run for, because we have the right to do that. And I qualified to do it. I'm also running for mayor because you see all these other mayors in other cities talking about defunding the police. We have Chaz over here taking over a city. We don't need people in office who would do those things. Anyone who's backed by Black Lives Matters or has people coming to events wearing BLM stuff on their clothes, or anyone who voted for Biden running for office. Do you see what Biden's doing to this country? And when I'm talking about Democrats, in the most part, I'm talking about the leadership, people who are running for office. If you're a person who's a voter, you're a Democrat, that's your choice. But at the end of the day, do you guys really like what the direction this country is going in? Do you want Arlington, Texas to follow those same footsteps? I don't think so. Absolutely not. This is how will our small businesses survive? Guess who stayed open? Walmart stayed open. Amazon and them got richer. All these big corporations got richer, and the regular people lost money. And now we're having a hard time. People are trying to find people to go to work, and people aren't going to work because they're getting these unemployment checks. You're getting all this money. It's cheaper. It's easier for people to stay at home and not work. You make money than it is to actually go and work. If you're in Arlington, Texas, and you're looking for jobs, there's restaurants, there's bars, there's all kinds of people looking for people to come to work. And you fill out the application and you go ham, like you want to work hard, and you're gonna make more money because people aren't going to work. So you're gonna have more business. You're gonna make more money. So I'm telling you, I care about my community. I care about the businesses here. I'm not gonna go and just do a photo op with a business and just say, "Oh, look at me, I'm running for mayor." How long have you been here? I'm going to go and ask you what your needs are. What are you wanting? These are the things the information I'm talking about right now, I got from talking to people. I got this information from talking to businesses. And on my questionnaire results, they seem to line up with what I'm going with. And yes, you are the company you keep. That's right. Dims ain't even trying to hide they're crazy. Bingo. I can't find help. So there's people in the chat that like you can't find help right now. Like, they're trying to hire people. Then people are hiring right now. Something Sleepy Joe would say. Racist propaganda is consistently using color to define a person, using analytic data to separate into appropriate groups. Roy, that's a great point. When we're divided, it's easier for them to control us. So when they're dividing us into who we sleep with, the color of our skin, and our class, we're not together. We're not bond together. So when we're together, do you really think the government can really control us like that? Absolutely not. How many people are in America? How many people are in Arlington, Texas? We have to get involved. And I'm telling you guys, this low voter turnout, this is not good, but it's good for me. Let me see. Let me go back into that chart. Let's see. Where did I do that chart? Oh. It was my messages that I sent to myself. Look at this. Only 4.1% of Tarrant County people have voted. Don't look at all these endorsements. Don't look at all the yard signs and the street signs. Just know that if the more of us that goes out and vote, when there's 7 people on the ballot, the more likely we can win. And I need all of y'all out there. I need y'all to tell everybody you know who supported Trump, who's a true conservative, who cared about constitutional rights, to go vote for Doni Anthony. And I'm going to check the comment section and see if anyone's left any messages for me to respond to before I hop off here, because I want to make sure I'm talking to you guys too. Because if you're not, you don't like me, and you come to my page and you troll me, I can tell if you're trolling or if you really have a concern question. Most of y'all have come to try to troll the page, and then none of my supporters go and troll your people that you support's page, and it kind of tells me a lot about the people that you support if you're trolling. Roy, what a true force we could be when united. Keeping us divided keeps others in power. Yep, absolutely. Think about that. That's seriously like, and honestly too. And then I think it was Star Telegram said that Jim Ross would be the one most likely to unite the city. He's been the most divisive candidate on the campaign trail. I have actually talked to people on both sides of the playing field. I've gotten support from people on both sides, and I don't change my message. I don't change anything. I show the proof. There's more things we have in common that we disagree on, honestly, as a whole. And I don't have to pander and try to lie to people and say one thing to one group and say something to another group. If you go to my NAACP forum, I'm consistent. I'm the same person I am if I go to a Republican forum and talk. I don't change it up. You guys can go check out those different forums. I'm the same throughout the whole thing because I'm telling you the truth. And I care about transparency. And at the end of the day, all I want to do is go and fight for our constitutional rights and make sure the people and these businesses have their power back. And that's why I want to deregulate and get rid of unconstitutional laws. I want the cops to focus on real crime and not petty tickets. There's all kinds of things I want to do for this city to make it better. There's people who want to move here to Arlington if I win. There's businesses that said they will move here to Arlington if I win. And those are all positive things for Arlington, Texas. Early voting ends on May 27th. The general election is on May 1st. And y'all got to come out and show out for Doni Anthony. Doni Anthony on the ballot. I'm in between Jim Ross and Michael on this ballot. And you make sure you click me and don't click anyone else on accident. All right, you guys. Wait, another question popped in. I've been following you for a long time. I'm a big supporter. Thank you. Are you on Gab too? I'm gonna gab a lot as well, because I don't know how much longer I'll be on the censorship platforms. All right. I'll wait a few more seconds for any more questions or anything I should point out. I was having a discussion with someone the other day, and we were talking about the people wearing masks still. Like, there's an article for Stanford that said that the masks were actually did not protect you against coronavirus. It also said it actually is causing health issues for people wearing masks. And if you're going to have someone who's going to be represent the people, that information needs to come out. Because if you really truly care about the health and safety of people, you don't just go off of the propaganda. There's at least 2 people that are running for office that's been vaccinated, and they're still walking around with masks on. All kinds of masks. One had like a plastic shield mask on his face, but you've been vaccinated and you're still walking around with masks. So does the vaccine not work? So like, what are we trying to do here with that? So if these masks are actually making people sick, then why are we still forcing people to wear masks? And then mask mandates up, but you have these different companies who are still forcing people to wear masks if they want to come to the establishment. But yeah, the Stanford study came out that the masks are actually not helping. They're actually hurting people. And then my other thing is, okay, in Arlington, they quit you can't have any smoking section. So these different bars and locations had to find an outdoor patio to keep business, which cost them money. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that I disagree with them being like a no smoking establishment, but like, well, they had to do a lot to make it to where they can keep their customers who smoked that will go on the patio and smoke. So if these masks protect you, then how about we bring that back, right? And you just wear your mask to protect yourself against the smoke. I mean, we got to really start using our common sense here, you guys. And you need to really look into people who aren't falling for propaganda. Just because, someone does your yard work here and there sometimes doesn't mean they're going to be the best mayor or representative for you. Which one of us do you think will most likely allow BLM to come and destroy businesses because they think that Black people will oppress, or someone got shot by a police officer? Which one of these people is going to say that Black Lives Matter is a legit movement, and when Black Lives Matter has done nothing for the Black community? Where is all this money at? This lady, one of the co-founders of it, she's being put on blast for buying $1 million homes, and she moved in neighborhoods with white people. This is all not cool. We need people with common sense and people who are really looking out for the people and not answering to anyone else to be running and to actually be the mayor of Arlington, Texas. And that's going to be me. I've been out doing this for a long time. I've actually donated money to campaigns. I've actually helped other campaigns who were conservative. I didn't wait till I was running for mayor to start taking pictures with conservative politicians or conservative figures or any of those things. That's why I've been able to talk to and interview with certain people. I have been, because I'm not a brand new face, I guess, in the conservative movement nationwide, I guess, and in, I guess, in the DFW to a certain extent. I live in Alabama, and it's the same way here. Yeah, that's insane. You just keep doing you and stay true. So much personality and the right message. Thank you. I'm going to keep doing it. And, I'm going to be transparent even after the election is over. I still have plans to do things after the election, regardless if I win or if I win or not. But I will win if you guys get out there and let all the conservatives know that Doni Anthony is running for mayor of Arlington, Texas. She wants to protect your rights. She wants to deregulate. So y'all get that out there, and I will win. This voter turnout stuff is really small. This is insane. We can do this. And this is Tarrant County. This is not Arlington. This is insane. But it was great chatting with you guys for a second. And I'm going to have another short video clip about this, but it's going to be short, and I won't be interacting too much on the next video because it's been 35 minutes. We're going to be voting for Doni Anthony for mayor of Arlington, Texas. If you already voted for me, go ahead and post your picture with your sticker and tell your friends to vote for me too. Let's do this. Let's take our city back.